Hello to all of my wonderful Leos. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. I hope you all are having a great day today, Leos, but then again, I know you are because that's the intention you set. Yes, Leos. We're going to get right into your reading. We have a lot to talk about. We have this crescent moon that we want to talk about, this waxing crescent moon. We want to talk about that moon phase. We want to talk about the number 14. I also have some 14 tips and pointers towards the end of this video for you. You know that this is a general reading, right, Leos? Of course you do. These cards that I'm using are the Light Seers Tarot deck by Chris Ann. These cards right here are the Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck by Jill Pyle. We are getting ready to get right into your reading so we can get this message through to you. But first and foremost, what are we doing? Yes, being loud and proud about being Leos. Yes, I am a Leo. I am creative. I am very passionate. I am generous. I'm warm-hearted. I am cheerful. I am humorous. Yes, I am loyal. I am honest. I am vivacious. I am kind and protective. I live a great life, not just a good life, Leo. I want you to say, I live a great life. And I am a very caring person. I want you to also add to that, I am a God. You are not trying to be someone else's God. You're not making them your God. You are a creator. You can create the life that you want. Right, Leos? Yes. Let's get into your reading. Let's see what cards have to say. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful Leos as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. What information do we have for my wonderful Leos? Yes, Leos. Yes. Yes. Let's move these over a little bit. Make sure we got enough room here. Yes, Leos. Let's see what these cards have to say, because they always have something to say, right, Leos? Of course they do. Of course they do. If you all are interested in a general reading, in the personal reading, my information is down below, okay? All right, let's go. Let's see. That's my music. That's my elevator music. Y'all like it? Good. Yes. Okay. Leos. All right. I'm loving this. Listen. Okay. Now, right now, just so you know, Leos, some of the memories of people from the past may be kind of creeping in. People that you have cut off or they fell out of range with you. This is the death card right here, right? I want you all to see this, right? So because you all are fixed signs, because you all are very loyal people, because you all are very high positive energy people, there may be some things that's been hard to let go. Some relationships that have been really, really hard to let go. And I mean, physically, you have let the relationship go. People have been exposed. Remember, we had the full moon, right? So people were being exposed around us, people who were on our frequency, people who were not on our frequency, real friends, fake friends, and our family members, platonic friendships and otherwise have been exposed. But that doesn't stop that residual effect, you feeling like, okay, I'm still thinking about that person. So memories of those relationships may pop up in your mind, right? Nothing wrong with that. But now, because you've ascended, look at this. This is you, where you were before. Your spirit has ascended. That's why that relationship ended, because you have ascended. You have grown, right? Spiritually, you have grown. You're not on the same frequency. So yeah, of course, because of that loyalty piece, and because you're a fixed sign, and because you're so loyal to people that you consider friends, people that you really love, there's nothing wrong with that. I want to let you know that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Being loyal to people. Because, of course, you feel like, okay, I'm listening to my intuition. This is a good person. Whole 9 yards, but you're a different person now. And to be honest with you, you felt a little restricted in that relationship. The more and more you stayed in that relationship, Leo, or relationships, those ones that are now physically gone, you felt sabotaged, right? And that's the truth of the matter. But look at your ancestors all around you, watching over you the whole time, saying, hey, this relationship is coming to an end. It's coming to an end. The relationship is coming to an end. You're going to have to let it go. This is you looking back at your former self, saying, wow, that used to be me, feeling restricted in bondage. blindfolds on. I didn't want to see certain things about this person. And now you see things very, very clearly. You were walking around with blindfolds on because you know how sometimes, Leo, you can be in a relationship with the person and you know something's a little off, but you don't want to believe it about a person because, again, that loyalty piece, right? What you didn't want to believe is that here you go, your business is taking off, right? That person would not have been able to handle where your business is going, right? So even though you know how sometimes you can be friends with a person as long as you all are on the same frequency or you may be a couple of levels below them, everything is just fine. But the moment your business starts to take off and things start going well for you, they kind of got the little, fake grin and I'm really happy for you, but they too busy to help buy your products. They're too busy to do this. They don't, oh no, you put something up new. Oh, I didn't see it. That kind of thing, right? Yeah. Not everybody can handle where you're going. And so this is how you're feeling right now, right? You're happy where you are, but it still doesn't stop those little pesky feelings of thinking, you know what? I really wish this person could have gone along with me, but it is what it is. So you're right now sort of in it. Okay, I want to show you this. Okay. You're happy. This is you right here. This is you, Leo. And this could be somebody who identifies as a man or woman, just so we're clear. Because sometimes men get jealous of men too, right? Okay. Talking to the guys too. So this is the Queen of Wands, but this is the energy that you're on, right? Leos, you're just this person who is just like feeling just on fire, just feeling great about life. But there's still that spirit in you that just wishes that, I wish me and my old friends could have been on the same frequency because I want them to share in this joy that I'm feeling right now. But the truth of the matter is that they would not have been able to handle what's happening in this chapter of your life, okay? And so that you had to let go. You're also in this mode right here. See this person's foot? They're expecting expansion, right? So I want you to continue speaking things into existence, Leo, because wonderful things are happening for each and every one of you all. So what I don't want you all to do, Leo, is start to think, you can think about your past, but don't go back, right? You can think about those past relationships that are no longer existing and say, you know what, we did share some good times together. We were good friends at one point, but I see that in a natural sense, people say outgrew each other. But what it really is that your spirit ascended above theirs. And they just, quite frankly, they just couldn't go where you're going. Let's talk about the number 14 for a second, because this is also going to tie into your business, right? We're in a digital age, right? So the number 14 is significant for many, many, many reasons. 14 can be considered as like the media number because it imbues you with the ability to connect and share information on any platform. So let's say, for instance, Leo, again, we're in the digital age. Let's say you started an online fitness business or something like that. And while you were in the planning stages or just talking about it, you and this friend were like, yeah, that's a great idea. And your friend is like, okay, but they could not really see it the way you envisioned it, right? So you're sharing your ideas with your friend and, I want to start my fitness business and, I've been thinking about this for years. And in their mind, your business was not going to take off as quickly as it happened, right? Those ideas were not going to come to fruition as quickly. Not that they were sitting back secretly hoping that your business wouldn't take off, but they just did not see how quickly things were going to happen. But then when you got by yourself, Leo, you said, you know what? They didn't realize how much you have been praying, how much you have been fasting, how much you have been meditating, how much you've been speaking things into existence, how many times you have been, quoting affirmations, that you've been, putting your vision board and stuff up. They didn't realize all the work behind the scenes that you have been doing. So when your business took off and you put your business online, they were like, wow, you actually built your website. Wow, you actually created your story. Wow, you actually did this. You're actually getting clients. Like your business idea just took off, right? So again, you stepped into the frequency of the number 14. So number 14 also represents a very magnetic communication with the public. So not only did they not expect your business to take off the way that it did, they didn't expect for people to be so drawn to your energy. But again, and I always say this, Your ruling planet is the sun, which is a star. You can never dim the light of a star, no matter how much you try to dim it yourself or no matter how much people around you try to dim it, right? So not everybody can go exactly where you're going, Leo. Just so you know, okay? So also number 14 means that you are full of ideas. You have a very vivid imagination and you have great energy. Remember, Leos are very positive people, very, very positive people. It's only the people around you, Leos, who don't know that they are gods and they haven't fully stepped into their purpose that see you as a threat, okay? So people who know who they are and people who are also fulfilling their purpose in this realm, they don't see you as a threat. As a matter of fact, they right there cheering you on, right? Yeah. Also, number 14s they really, really like excitement. They like forward motion, right? Number 14s have to stay in that positive expression so that they can continue remaining stable, right? So you have to have positive energy around you. You have to have people who are on the same frequency, right? If losers can sit together, why can't winners sit together, right? Okay, exactly. So yeah, you don't, at this point, you're starting to get it. You're starting to understand, but you can't help, the phases of the moon, right? So remember, the full moon that we had was exposing things within us and also around us, right? Some of the things that the full moon was exposing in some of us was, okay, let's just come to the realization that this person, these people, or certain people can't go to the next level with us, right? The people around us were being exposed because internally you were so loyal to some of these friendships. You were trying to justify your mind, maybe because they're going through this, they're going through that, maybe I can take them with me, but you trying to sneak them into the next realm with you when they're not ready to go would have been a complete disaster, right? They're just not ready, right? So you can't force a person to be ready when really they're not ready. Let's see what the rest of this cards have to say. Yeah. So there was a death that happened. You had to lose them in order to ascend higher. They were like an albatross around your neck, okay? Yeah, they were like an albatross around your neck. So yeah, Leo, I mean, sometimes you just have to lose people in order to vibrate higher, And when they vibrate higher, maybe they'll get on the same level where you are, but I mean, we're not talking about them right now. This is all about you, okay? Let's keep it real. Okay. Yeah. So we're not laughing at them. I'm just kind of like, nope, I need you all to stay focused because again, you cannot dim your own light just to please other people. You have a business idea, that business idea is taking off and it's gonna take off. It's gonna just like take off like a rocket. And there are going to be some people around you who are genuinely happy for you. There's some people that's like, wow, look at Leo actually doing it. This is actually inspiring me. And then you'll have those people that's like, wow, you actually really did it. But they're not genuinely happy for you. You don't have time for that kind of energy. Let's see what the rest of these cards have to say. Yeah. Your intuition is extremely heightened, right? Even when you're asleep, ideas are just coming through. Even when your eyes are closed, when you're, down for the count, you're listening to your high vibration music, drifting off to sleep, ideas are still coming through. The people that you had to leave behind because you ascended, they fell off, or you had to cut some of these relationships off, or whatever the case may be, they would not have understood that your ideas for your business are still coming through even while you're asleep. You wake up, you're on fire, you feel motivated, you feel pumped up. You're like, oh my God, I have another idea, and then another idea, and then another idea. And that's all you want to talk about, which is great because that's what business owners do. They're talking about, that's what creators do. Creators are always creating. Even in their sleep, they're creating, right? So, how do you turn it off? You don't want to turn it off, right? And why should you? Just because somebody else cannot keep up because they're only focused on third dimension conversation. Here we go. You're also balancing out your money, your daily affairs, you're balancing things out. So, of course, again, they, trying to get them to get with the program is just, anyway. Listen, even though ideas and everything are coming through, now that they are no longer an albatross around your neck, you're sleeping better. So that's why I said to you, if the ideas, if just the thought of them pops into your mind, yeah, it may be like a little pesky thing that it's like, why am I thinking about this person? All of a sudden, why am I thinking about this person? Because, Leo, you would have loved for that person to go to the next realm with you. But remember, the waxing crescent moon that we have right now, which is like, 10, 11, 12%, something like that. That moon phase is the moon's first steps towards fullness. Remember, the moon governs our moods and our emotions. So this is your steps toward fullness, right? This is also a call to action. This waxing crescent moon is your call to action. Now that people around you have been exposed, now that things within you have been exposed, now that you have gone through your decluttering stage, now it is time for you to take action to really fully break away from the nervousness of going after your goals and your dreams, right? You've been saying, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. Now this waxing moon is actually giving you the courage to actually do it. This should really feel good. So again, you're transitioning. So in that transition stage, and you feel like, okay, I'm in a new realm. This feels a little weird. I would love to have my friends go along with me. But what if your friends couldn't handle it? What if at this level, your friends would been more of a distraction than anything, to a point where you would have resented them, because they would have, and they also would have resented you. Why don't you have time for me as much time as you once had before, Leo? Why are you always talking about your business? Why are you so focused on doing that? Remember, we used to hang out. Remember, we used to talk on the phone. How come you're not answering my call? You see what I'm saying, Leo? Just a bunch of distractions, right? You don't need that in your life. You're too busy getting your rest because you got all these wonderful ideas coming through. Yes. I'm loving this for you, Leo. Loving, loving, loving. Perfect synergy even when it comes to your money. It is amazing when, see, in the flesh, you're loyal to these people. Maybe you've had them in your life ever since high school, ever since junior high school or middle school or whatever, or maybe since elementary school. Maybe it's family members or whatever. But your loyalty to them was more loyal to the number of years. I don't know if I'm saying this right. The number of years that you all have known each other, more so to, anyway, you know what? I'm not saying it right, but I think you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say, right? Is you were more loyal to them than they were to you. And you were able to see it because the moment you started to ascend higher, they weren't able to handle it, right? So in your mind, you're still, because again, you're a fixed sign. That's you, that's Taurus, that's Aquarius, that's Scorpio, all fixed signs. Sometimes it's harder for you all to break away from people when you realize they're not as loyal to you as you are to them, right? You're kind of fixated on that idea, but we were friends. Like I would be there for that person. I would be supportive of that person, right? So anyway, moving forward, perfect synergy when it comes to your money, right? Because again, they would have thrown everything out of whack had the universe not exposed them. Yeah. What some of y'all didn't even realize is that the more and more you started talking about your ideas, the more and more deceit, betrayal started entering their spirit, right? Your ancestors knew it. They already knew that this day was coming. They already knew that you were going to grow faster. You were going to ascend before they would, before your friends would. And so it felt like you were alone for a little while. Now, on some cards, on this particular card, the person is standing by themselves with birds flying over, ancestors. But on some tarot cards, the Ten of Swords, see this right here, Ten of Swords, the person is lying down with a bunch of swords in their back, 10 swords to be exact. This represents a turning point, but it also represents betrayal. People have stabbed you in the back, they've lied on you, ran smear campaigns, smiled in your face, but stabbing you in the back, sometimes stabbing you in the chest. So, but nevertheless, you're at a turning point in your life and you feel like you're by yourself. But trust me when I tell you, Leo, you are not by yourself. Yeah, guess what? You're victorious. Yes, you're very victorious. Victory. Yes, indeed. Somebody better start clapping and cheering and stomping. That's what I'm talking about. You've gotten your fire back. You've gotten your fire back. You're sleeping better. You don't feel like you're in bondage to that relationship anymore. You're looking back at your former self like, wow, I had no idea. I felt so restricted. Some of y'all are even saying, I'm glad things happen the way that they happen, because now I no longer even have to be responsible for even being in that relationship. I don't feel like I have to uphold anything. I don't have to be loyal to that. I felt like I was just like tied down in that relationship. Let's see what this oracle cards have to say. Remember, and I have 14 tips at the end too. Yeah, so it's okay if the thoughts of a person starts to come back into your mind, because again, as a sign that's very loyal to people, of course you would rather this person. Some of y'all have even been like, man, if only that person was this, that, and the other, I think I could have worked with that. But no, the universe is like, no, you could not, because that person would have been too much of a distraction. You would not have your business would not have taken off and done as well as it's going to do if you kept that person in your space. So yeah, look at you making vision boards. Look, this is it. That's why I like to shuffle the cards in front of you all. 33. Yeah, which is a master number. Keep making your vision boards. All of these things are coming to fruition for you, Leo. I'm trying to help you. They're coming to fruition. Let's talk about the 14 ways to love yourself, because this is really about self-love, right? What you're starting to learn is that technically you really didn't need those people that fell out of range in your life. It would have been nice if they could have gone along. But you'll start to realize at a different level, at a higher realm, there are also like-minded people who have very similar stories. They will tell you things like, yeah, I was devastated when I had to leave that person behind. I thought that this person would be with me forever. We've been friends. We've been tight like this our whole lives. At a different level, you'll start to talk to like-minded people who, like I said, have very, very similar stories. But then they'll also say it gets better and better and better and better, right? 14 ways to love yourself. 1, don't compare yourself to others. There's nobody like you, Leo. Absolutely nobody on this freaking planet like you. Nobody has the exact same life experiences, none of those things. Number 2, learn to say no. No can sometimes save your life. No can be your best friend, right? Matter of fact, I have merchandise that says, before you ask, the answer is no. Right down in the shop on my YouTube page. Number 3, I want you all to start really living in the moment, really remaining in a posture of gratitude, allowing yourself to really feel this happiness, this place where you are. I want you all to feel this, not feel that. Like, I don't want you to feel this. You've already felt this before. I want you to feel this excitement, I want you all to be on this type of anticipation. I want you all to feel this anticipation, like I'm expecting greater for me. This is what I want you all to feel. I don't want you to feel ashamed that wonderful things are happening in your life at the rate that it's happening, right? Don't be embarrassed by it. People around you who are going to celebrate you are going to celebrate you, no matter if you take off like a rocket or what. They're like, oh my God, I'm just happy for you. I'm happy to go on this ride with you. Also, number 4, I want you to nurture yourself with gifts. Always nurture yourself, right? Celebrate yourself, nurture yourself. Number 5, I want you to be completely honest with yourself. Be completely honest with how you felt when you were in this relationship with this person. Did you feel like when you were celebrating, they were actually celebrating with you? Or did all of a sudden, when you started celebrating your successes, they start talking about theirs? They couldn't even stop to take the time to even celebrate your successes without saying, oh, but I did this. Well, hold on. Can we celebrate me for a minute? Yes. Right. So be completely honest with yourself as far as this, just in general, right? Also, I want you all to, and the next one is to understand that good people are sometimes on different frequencies. It doesn't make them a bad person. It just means that you all are not on the same frequency. So sometimes 2 good people are not good for each other, no matter how long you've known each other. Another one is work smart, but play hard. No use in working hard and getting nowhere. Work smart. And then also play hard. Next thing is, Journal your successes. There's no reason to be ashamed that you're successful. You work smart, right? Journal it. Say, yes, I woke up today and I actually really had a great day. There's no embarrassment in that. Even if a person says, my day sucked. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I had a great day. Did you set your intentions today? Yeah. Also, allow yourself to feel. I said that one time before, but I really want you to allow yourself to feel good. Like, if you know that you're feeling good today, don't water it down just because the next person sitting next to you decided when they woke up that day that today was going to be a bad day. That was their choice, but that wasn't yours, right? Also, I want you all to drink lots of water. If you're using water to purify yourself in showers and baths, why not purify yourself internally? Detox all those, those toxins from your body. And when I say toxins, I mean people just trying to dump their trash into your spirit. Detox your body with water, both internally and externally. Also, I want you all to stand up for yourselves against people who hurt you. Hurt people will hurt people. You got to check them the first time, not the second time, not, transfer that hurt to somebody else. Check that person that hurt you or offended you. The next one is write yourself love letters. There's nothing wrong with writing yourself love letters. I'm talking to my men and my women. Write yourself love letters. Hey, you deserve it. You are great. You're the bomb. Hey, why not say it? Write yourself, hey, dear Leo, you know what? You are the bomb. I love you. Say all the things that you want somebody else to say to you, Leo. Say it to yourself in a letter. Put it in a letter, right? Then next, I want you all to surround yourself with people who are on your frequency. Again, people are on your frequency. They're cheering you on. They don't see you as competition. They were like, wow, I can probably sharpen myself. I can sharpen them, and I can also be sharpened by the Leo. Absolutely. Then the next one is be careful with what you ask for because you will get it. Whatever you put out in the universe, you'll get it because the universe has no choice but to conspire to bring all those things to you. So be very careful. So, for instance, if you're a person who says, you know what? I want my business to take off. I really, really want my business to take off. It's been on your vision board. You said, you know what? I want my business to do exceedingly well. And then all of a sudden, it happens. But the consequences are people are being exposed around you. Will they be able to handle it? It's going to happen. Will you pass the test, Leo? That's the question. When you put it out in the universe and say, you know what? I want my business to do extremely well. Right? Did you say, I want my business to do extremely well, exceedingly well, but I also want to make sure my friends can handle it and they can go along with me. I want them to go along with me. So be very, very clear about what you say out of your mouth. Words have power. Yes. So again, continue making your vision board. You're speaking things into existence, Leo. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. Again, you're in a new realm. We're not talking about the Twilight Zone. You're in a new realm. So again, get used to being successful. Get used to being unapologetically great. Just get used to it, right? There are people who are already clapping and cheering you on. The first people that were clapping and cheering you on were your ancestors. So get used to it. That's what I have for you, Leos. Have a great one. But then again, I know you are because that's right. That's the intention you set, right? Bye.